Welcome to English Cafe. Daily English lessons with a touch of coffee, from beginner to advanced. The green pen and the slow answer. My name is Aria. I'm 14 and I go to a regular high school in Istanbul. I didn't like science class. Let me explain. I'm the kind of student who thinks about why too much. When the teacher says something, I want to know how it works, and why it happens, and what if it didn't. So last Tuesday, when Ms. East talked about the water cycle, I raised my hand. "Excuse me," I said, "how does water go from underground to the clouds if it's not raining?" My classmate whispered, "You always ask so many things." I smiled and said, "I just like knowing more. I wonder a lot." Many learners say, "I'm question," but no, curious is the feeling when you want to know more. Saying, "I'm question" is incorrect. Ms. East paused. She didn't look annoyed. She looked calm. She put down her marker and looked at me. "That's a great thought," she said. "Let's talk about it together." She drew something new on the board. "Water doesn't always come from the ground," she said. "Sometimes it's already in lakes or rivers. Sunlight makes it go up." I nodded. But then, as she explained, I asked more. 1, then 2, then 4... Someone said, "You are making her angry." But Miss East didn't raise her voice. She didn't walk away. Wrong sentence. She is calm, slow. The better word is patient. Someone who waits, listens, and doesn't rush. She waited after each sentence. She let me think. She didn't roll her eyes like some adults do. She even asked me questions, real ones. "What do you think happens if there's no sun for a week?" she asked. I wasn't sure. I said, "I don't know." Some learners say, "I don't respond." But respond is the action of giving an answer or reply, not just silence. Ms. E smiled. "It's okay, you don't have to know everything," she said. "Sometimes thinking is more important than answering." And then, something strange happened. Other students raised their hands too. Even Bora, who never talks in class, said, "I always thought clouds were made of smoke." Everyone laughed, but not in a mean way. I looked around. "So, I'm not the only one who thinks a lot?" Miss E said, "No. You're just the one brave enough to speak?" She walked to her desk, picked up a green pen, and said something I'll never forget. "Never be afraid to ask something real," she said. "A smart person doesn't know everything. They just know how to ask." That moment changed me. Did this story help you learn in a new way? Then subscribe and tap the bell to be the first to catch our next story. Question for you. What's the most amazing thing you've ever asked a teacher? Write it in the comments. I read every one. You won't find this kind of story-based learning in any textbook. It's real, emotional, and easy to remember because it comes from life. Now let's review the 5 tricky words you learned, slowly and clearly. Vocabulary. Question. A sentence you ask to get information. I asked a question about the water cycle. Some learners say, "I did a question." Nope, the correct phrase is ask a question. In real life. School. She asked a question in class. Home. Mom, I have a question about dinner. Travel. I had a question at the airport. Friends. Can I ask you a funny question? Work. He had a smart question in the meeting. Teacher. A person who helps you learn something. My teacher explained things very clearly. Mistake. Saying learn master or school boss. The right word is teacher. In real life. School. My science teacher is kind. Home. Dad is like a teacher when I do math. Travel. The guide was also a great teacher. Friends. She wants to be a music teacher. Work. They brought in a guest teacher. Curious. Wanting to know or learn more. He's curious about how planes fly. Confused with confused. But curious means you want to explore something, not that you don't understand. In real life. School. The student was curious about stars. Home. My little brother is always curious. Travel. I'm curious about new places. Friends. She's curious about cooking. Work. He's curious about computers. Patient. Calm and not angry when things take time. She was patient while I learned. Mistake. Saying she wait me good. It's better to say she was patient. In real life. School. My teacher is patient with us. Home. My mom is patient when I help cook. Travel. The man was patient at the train station. Friends. He is patient when teaching guitar. Work. Being patient helps in customer service. Respond. To answer someone, with words, a nod, a smile, etc. I raised my hand and she responded kindly. Mistake. She do answer. Instead, use respond when someone gives a reply. In real life. School. The teacher responded to my question. Home. I called Dad, but he didn't respond. Travel. He didn't respond to my hello. Friends. I messaged her, but no response yet. Work. Please respond to the email today. Now it's your turn. Try writing one sentence for each word using your own story. You'll remember the meaning so much better. Can't wait to see you in the next video.